we do, kind of our specialty, is get people playing as a band, locking in together, and ultimately performing on real stages with sound, lights, real venues.
Hi, I'm Caroline Gau in the Baird Warner Glenbrook office, and today I took a field trip. Isn't this so cool? I came to School of Rock, called School of Rock Glenbrook, and they are celebrating their grand reopening coming up on May 8th. So I came over to see their new space and celebrate their grand opening coming up on May 8th. And I'm meeting today with Amy Renzulli and Erica LEMISH. So thanks for having me today. I so appreciate being here.
Thank you for coming, and we really appreciate your sponsorship and helping us out with our grand reopening. So and also this opportunity to talk to you.
For sure, I love music, as you know.
Yeah.
So what brings you to Northbrook?
Well, I'll take this one. Okay. So I was thinking about this morning. There's kind of two reasons, and I'll share them not necessarily in order of priority. Sure. We built the world's largest school of rock in Oak Park, and we have had people working with us since day one, and we wanted to provide more jobs, hire more musicians, and for the musicians that have been teaching with us and directing and leading from day one, opportunities for them to move into bigger roles, and ultimately a couple of them are invested in this, which is just wonderful. The second reason is when we were looking for where would the second school be, Northbrook and Glenview kind of stood out as a place where there were obviously a lot of families and kids, but also a sense of community. And that's really important to us because we really want to be ingrained in the community. We want to serve the community. We want to provide scholarships for people who can't afford to be here. And one of my mantras, if you don't mind me saying, sure, is that we want to reflect inside our walls the community that's outside, and that means in every way possible. So, and I think about diversity a lot, and I don't just want it to be a place for only one type of person. I want it to be for everyone, age-wise, everything.
And that's what I love about Northbrook too, is they're very passionate about their community and focus. Mm-hmm. So I understand that you have different age groups segmented here. How does that programming look?
Do you want to take that?
Yeah, sure. So yes, everything is kind of segmented by age. All of our programs are performance-based and group-based. So it's kind of a combination of group rehearsals where all the kids get to play together as a band, and then one-on-one lessons with our instructors. So they're basically learning in the lessons the concepts and the songs and everything, and then they play together as a group. So we have programs from 4 years old all the way up to 100 years old. Sweet. So anyone in between there, all skill levels are welcome. So yeah, just depending on the age group, we have all different programs.
And then just to add to that, the big thing that we do, kind of our specialty, is get people playing as a band, locking in together, and ultimately performing on real stages with sound, lights, real venues. And our kids have played at Riot Fest, Summerfest, Fitzgerald's, block parties, really anywhere. The kids are just happy to play.
Again, great experience for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So tell me about your summer camps and music workshops you've got going on this summer.
Yeah, so we have a bunch this summer. So again, anywhere from 4 to 5 years old all the way up to high school age, depending on, the skill level and everything. But we have some exciting camps coming up. So Beatles, Green Day, we have a rock rookies camp for our littler kids, a rock boot camp, and a Riot Girl camp for empowering girls.
Riot Girl, wow,
that's
cool.
And I have a little camp story. So about 12 or so years ago, my daughter was, 11 years old, and she just came crying to me about music. You don't understand, I need music, there's no music in this house. And I was working full time, and I said, this is why I work, so that you can do the things you want to do. So I found rock camp. I searched rock camp, and I found the School of Rock in Chicago. And when they did their show at the end of the week, I was the mom in the front of the room, just like, this is the greatest thing ever, and how can I get involved? So yeah. So camp is a big, like, a week of camp is a big deal.
What makes School of Rock different from other studios?
Ooh, good question. We can both take it. Go ahead.
Well, I'll just say that just the whole performance aspect, getting kids in here and playing a song right away is definitely different from other studios where they're just doing one-on-one lessons. They don't get to utilize the skills that they're learning, in practice on stage. So, and here they do. So they, we also do kind of a song first approach where they're learning songs right away. If a trial comes in here, it's great seeing the parents come at the end of the trial and watching their kid playing an actual song.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's really exciting. It gets them excited about music and gets their confidence up and everything. Go ahead.
And just to build on what she's saying, sometimes parents they're a little afraid of the School of Rock. What is it going to do for my child who's classically trained, and are you going to undo what they've learned? And really, it supplements what they've learned. It teaches them to learn in a different way. So they, they'll ask, will they learn sheet music? And yes, ultimately, they can learn sheet music, but we also teach them to learn by ear.
Ear training.
Yeah, and then they love it. And music theory, they kind of come into it. They learn the language first. And then they crave like I want the concepts. Yeah. So, yeah.
Sweet. Yeah. Well, welcome to Northbrook. Tell us what's going to happen on May 8th.
All right.
Okay.
So
go ahead.
Okay. So sorry. I'm super excited about this. We wanted to do a grand reopening. Now that things are kind of opening up, we're going to have live music, including students from here who just did their shows, including our amazing house band and show team from Oak Park to show the path of where kids can go. And my favorite part is our staff show. We had a rehearsal last night. It is going to be incredible. It's some of the best musicians in Chicagoland all playing together, showing the kids and the families not only who's teaching their kids, but like what is possible. It's free. There'll be like a virtual food truck. People will be able to order food. There'll be some food here, raffles, giveaways. It'll be outside in our parking lot. We'll have we recently were on a show called Garage Squad, and which is shown around the world, and they had, they renovated a 1969 Chevy Suburban. So that'll be here. You could take pictures. We're going to have an incredible photographer here. It's just going to be a lot of fun.
Can't wait.
Yeah, and the neighbors too. So our neighbors will be out. Our taekwondo place next door, they'll be doing demonstrations, and restaurants, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah, sounds good. I will see you there.
Yeah, thanks.
Watch more videos of local businesses and restaurants in our community. We post new videos every Tuesday, so subscribe below to be in the know.